Guys, it's Ella and Jocelyn. Today we're going to be talking to you about the self-discovery tapestry. Just to give you a little bit of an overview of what we're going to be talking about, we're going to give you a description of predictive research. We'll compare it to the other research types, talk about the development of the self-discovery tapestry, apply it, and then finish up with some further exploration.
All right. Self-discovery is part of predictive research, which its purpose is to reveal patterns of occupation across time, space, development, and life transitions. It's based off of two theories, the continuity theory and the critical events theory. The continuity theory is based on older adults maintaining the same activities, behaviors, personalities, and relationships as they did in their earlier years of life. The critical events theory is basically just identifying changes across the lifespan, analyzing their impact, and evaluating and summarizing it all.
Okay, so to compare it to the other types of research, first we'll look at level 1, which is descriptive. So this is the foundation of occupational science, and the concepts that are produced in descriptive research. Predictive research aims to create instruments that carry out these concepts to large-scale studies. Next is relational. So this was built on concepts founded in descriptive research, but instead of creating the concepts, it aims to relate occupation to the concepts of other disciplines. And this application of occupation is assessed through large numbers of people, spaces, and time. And then finally, prescriptive research aims to demonstrate therapeutic application of occupation and how the intervention of research is beneficial. So this really relies on therapeutic interventions and tools that are utilized and created in predictive research, which helps identify what interventions might be beneficial for certain populations or individuals.
Now we're going to talk about the development of the tapestry. It was an assessment created by Phyllis Meltzer. She's a gerontologist, and it was inspired by tapestry weaving and is known as a colorful, interactive life review instrument. On the bottom left, you can see an example of the weaving, and you'll see how that is similar to the assessment itself. The purpose of this is to gauge occupational behaviors and gain some insight on how occupations might adapt throughout the lifespan. Its original use was actually for midlife females re-entering higher education and kind of assessing their occupational career patterns and transitions.
Okay, so now we're going to teach you guys how to apply the self-discovery tapestry in the therapeutic world. So first, we're going to go into how to fill out your self-discovery tapestry. So if you're watching this, you probably received your self-discovery tapestry in class. And so first, can you pull that out for us? The first step that you'll be doing is folding your tapestry along the line that indicates your current age. So for the example, the woman was 50 years old. We identified the 50-year mark at the top and folded the paper along that crease. Next, you're going to color in the line for the ages when you did something that's listed on the left. So the left identifies different areas of events that may have occurred throughout the life, and depending on when you did those events, you'll color in the line. So an important part of the tapestry is using many different colors, or whatever colors you feel necessary to use. You can transition from one color to another in the same line if something changes. An example of this, not used with colors, but the way that it was marked, is down in the work category. So this woman held a job from the time that she was about 15 to 18, it looks like, in one position, and then she changes the way that she colored in the line. So it looks like she picked up a new job or career. Then you're going to unfold your tapestry and color in the lines all the way to the right in the areas that you wish to continue or begin. So here it looks like she wishes to continue living with her partner, maybe continue those friendships and have important colleagues around. And through the colors that are indicated on the right, you can see the different levels of importance. So that maroon color could be something that's very important, the teal is maybe something that's less important, and the orange is something that she looks like she wishes to develop those skills or restart them. One of the final steps is that you're going to draw vertical lines from the top to the bottom indicating important events. And those will be listed at the bottom of your tapestry. So you'll have a correlating number with the lines that you draw. So this woman was hit by a car at the age of 18, and so there's a line that is drawn from the top to the bottom at age 18. It correlates with number 1. And then based on those important events, you can look at the tapestry and see how that influenced her life. So if you look at the health problems, there's an area blacked in there which looks like maybe correlates quite well with being hit by the car, living with a certain sibling again, and maybe further developed other aspects.
All right, and when using this tool in practice, it's typically going to be used with the geriatric population to gain insight on interpersonal relationships, occupations, personal and family health and finance, and self-evaluation. It's a really neat tool because it allows for the therapeutic use of self when discussing the life course, and you're able to identify that client's meaningful occupations.
All right, we're going to go into a little bit of further exploration with this, maybe identify some issues we had. We did not find that it was very applicable to those with less life experience because the areas are categorized by years, so it's not always applicable to those who have less years that are compiling their life. And it may be difficult for those with cognitive or memory issues. So this is a time where you have to reflect on events that have occurred, when those occurred, and why they were important. So those who may not be able to remember as well or have cognitive deficits which make critical thinking difficult, it may not work as well for them.
All right, and because this is typically used with an older population, we're wondering what that would look like when adapting this assessment for the younger population. And to do this, we would definitely want to assess the validity and reliability of this alteration. So that's one of the things we were looking at researching into the future. And that about sums up our topic, and I hope you enjoyed learning about this and filling out your own.